Louisiana Beer Reviews looks at Bell's Special Double Cream Stout. Bell's Special Double Cream Stout is 6.1% alcohol. Don't know when it was introduced. They say on the website and on the bottle it's brewed with a blend of 10 different malts. And they don't talk about the hops. It's about 8:05 a.m. It's overcast. It's kind of coolish this morning. I mean, in a relative sense, it's warm, but compared to the 91 or whatever it's going to be later, we had a little rain last night, and you could see the grass has sprouted up like mad. I cut it less than 3 days ago. In this type of weather, after 1 day, it'll look good. 2 days, it looks okay. And 3 days with any kind of rain, that's it. It's shabby and it could be cut every 3 days. Now for that, I was looking at the college football preview athlons. Interesting, they've got Tulane's new head coach ranked number 2. They ranked all the coaching hires, and they got Tulane's coach ranked number 2, Willie Fritz. So they're thinking he might turn them around. It would be nice, because they tend to they don't win too much. So I'm reading about the Mid-American Conference right now. I already read the Big Ten preview. That was very interesting. I did do a video for this already. I deleted it. There was a smudge on the camera, and I was watching the video, and it was really hot that morning with the sun bearing down on me. I was like, I'm deleting this. So I just went to Matherns and bought another bottle. $2.29 for a single. It's cheaper by the dozen. I bought Oberon twice. Accidentally, I was only going to do one, and then I bought 2 bottles. That was $1.99. Oh well. Maybe we'll do an examination of Oberon. And then I also have their Old Ale. Third Coast Old Ale. It's got the date, guys. Package date. This was packaged, bottled on December 1st, 2015. Eric Lyons' family would appreciate that, and Greg would appreciate that, and other people. I appreciate it. I like to know when the beer was packaged. And now I'm going to talk about that for 15 minutes. Just kidding. I'm not going to. Not much of a head on here, and I had the glass straight up. It's cream colored. The appearance is brown. I noticed in that intense sunlight when I was doing this the other day, it had some red notes in there. Not unusual. It's sold during the winter, they say, although it arrived here in the spring. We've only been having Bell's beers for going on 2 weeks. They just showed up one day without any sort of fanfare, except that somehow I wound up with an Oberon button, a pin. I mean, I was like, where did I get this pin? Did a distributor give this to me? I noticed I was washing clothes. It was in the wash. I don't know. It's strange. I can't recall anybody handing it to me. This beer gets a very good score on Beer Advocate. The bros say it's good. So B+ and B. On the other hand, Rate Beer is saying 99 out of 100 and 99 out of 100 for the style. So one reviewing site is saying it's very good, good to very good, and the other one saying it's one of the best beers in the world. Well, this is certainly not the first video review for this beer in the world. There was a whole bunch of them, and I watched them. And then I watched the Third Coast barley wine videos. The aroma is a little coffee, a little chocolate, mostly just dark roasted malt, and a bit of char, okay? And the taste is the same. The char, not too much. I'm not saying it has a burnt flavor. Some of these black beers will have a burnt flavor, which to me is not the greatest thing. Little chocolate, little coffee, a little bit. Roasted malts. Some low level bitterness, but not much really. It's starting to show some brown. Now the sun is coming out behind those clouds and it's starting to show some brown, more than just black. I would say the mouthfeel is just at the most medium, light to medium, hot, low medium. Okay, it's kind of watery, kinda, not so watery, but a little. And those were some of the things I read about on the reviews. I wrote my written review. You can read it on Rapier and Beer Advocate. And I said, well, let me see what people said if it matches what I said, and it did pretty much. Or they did. I read them from the last month. The finish is like 51% dry and 49% wet. So it's kind of like, there's a little powdery note. Cream stout. It's not too creamy. It's not so stout in the body. I find Guinness extra stout has more body, and that is now only 5% as opposed to the previous 6% that we were getting. The foreign extra stout 7.5 is going to have much more body, much richer flavor, and it's about the same price, even cheaper at some other places. Well, this is I think the Guinness foreign extra, obviously the foreign extra stout is light years ahead of this. The extra stout is better. Samuel Adams cream stout is better. Okay, so it's not just me sitting here saying, oh, there's a whole bunch of stouts that are better. Let me list them. But there are. This one, it's good, I guess. It's good. I'll say, and I think I'm going lower than the previous. That's not a good sign. Usually when I drink on beers, they improve in the score. This one seems to be declining. I'm liking it less. It's some of these stouts, and I find mostly it's from America. I live in America. They have, it's hard to describe. It's like an undertaste. It's almost like a vegetable. This company Distill sent me one. I didn't even I deleted that video. I wrote the written review though, but they make some really good stuff. But that thing, and there's one from, it's in Inyokern, California, Indian Wells, I think it's called. That thing was like spinach. And I think that's what it is. Some of these American stouts, they'll have this spinach note. I don't know what it is, and it can't be my palate's bad. You don't know beer or whatever, because I've noticed it consistently. Dragon Stout, no way. Lion Stout, no way. Now I know they're stronger. They're in the Imperial range, but Centerbrook had some of that, but it was not much, and that's a really great stout from Finland. Now there's one from Baltica. It's a stout, Russian. It kind of had, this is similar to that. It's not like real enjoyable. Now the char is coming in more. I'm trying to give it a B. I feel funny about it because it's like, well, you said B before, you have to stick with it. I don't really have to stick with it. You call them as you're seeing them right now. Trying, y'all. It's okay. I'll say C now. It's an okay beer. It's fair. It's average. It's all right. For this price, I just as soon buy the big bottle of Baltica. But then, really, I wouldn't buy them at all. If this is what I'm getting, I'd just buy Guinness, which is way better. I'm talking about the extra stout. I mean, like, way better. It's acrid. That's another attribute. It's like acrid. No. C. It's a C. That's all I can do. I mean, gee, now I wish, but I couldn't deal with that smudge. I was just like, I cannot have people watching this smudge, so I deleted it. But I mean, you can read the review, but it ain't working. Sorry. Sierra Nevada Stout. It's like really good. All right, so on to the Third Coast Old Ale and the Oberon and a lot of other stuff. Y'all come on down to New Orleans.